to try and get to the road ranger at New Berlin. That looks new. I don't recognise that place. Yeah, I'm going to try and get to the road ranger at the 82. It's not a very big place, but I believe I'll have a spot there. I should. I hope so. Because I'm in deep poo-poo. Doing the corn silage out of Colorado, we had to come across here to Rensselaer, Indiana, Remington, Rensselaer. That's where it's so funny as well, by the way, that I ended up back in Rensselaer. But we came to Rensselaer, Remington to the 201. We stayed there at the truck stops at the motel, but we were cutting anyway. We run this highway here back and forth to, because you run 36 across to Colorado. Just stay on it all the way. So we came out of Greeley, Colorado, and we ran across Highway 36 all the way across. And Hannibal and that, it used to be a little different to what it is now. It never used to be 4 lane. At one stage it was just 2 lane. And truck stops, and there was a way station and everything else. This was like 03. This was in 2003. So anyway, we missed this turn here, and we we ended up going straight down to the traffic light because we missed our turning. There was 3 of us. There was me, Alice, and Robbie. Alice was Jeff. So Robbie was a New Zealander, and Alice, Jeff, he was an Australian, and then there was me, the Pommy. So we were coming back across here, and we had the cutters on, and we completely missed the turning, and we ended up going straight. It was dark at night, and then we turned ourselves around. I mean, we stopped somewhere and went at a restaurant, if I remember rightly. I know we did some very obscure thing, because I mean, we were all new to this when we first was over here, so it was all very different for us. I mean, we started off in May, and this was sort of like September, probably, yeah, about September time. This old boy over here on the right, Greenfield truck and trailer, he normally has some really nice trucks and that for sale. Yeah, I actually did Remington and Rensselaer in 2003. It's like we stayed there when we were cutting for the dairy there. So when I said I built the biggest tit, they told me I built the biggest tit. That's what they called it. So when we were piling up the silage and that, crushing it down and making it into a big old hill, I made the biggest tit there was. I had a hell of a peak on it. I wasn't very good at it in my eyes. They said I did okay. I don't think I did. I think I did. It was all right, but it was all new to me, pushing it and rolling it, pushing it and rolling it. But I enjoyed it. I actually, probably some of the better times that I've ever had, because no one gave a shit. No one had any responsibilities apart from doing your job. We did it right. But nobody had any responsibilities outside of that, because you're all imports, so you didn't have to worry about paying bills or anything like that. You know, so when you didn't have any responsibilities, you weren't really too worried about anything. Like, you just didn't have a care in the world as such. But it was good fun, and we worked hard for that. We did. I remember because I hurt my back, because Bronco, he was a big Australian lad. He was drunk one night. I've told this story before, but he was drunk one night in Greeley, Colorado. No, in Monte Vista. He was drunk, and he picked me up, and he picked me up, and he lost balance, and he threw me over his shoulder, and I landed on my back. But I landed on my leg more than anything. This could be interesting. I don't mind as long as they get into it. As long as this old geezer gets into it, I don't mind. You just got to get into it. There you go. Get into it, son. There you go. But yeah, he picked me up, and I landed on my... It wasn't my back, it was my leg. That's right, it was my leg. I landed on my leg and he landed on top of me. And I didn't drink then. I wasn't drinking then. I was sober. But we was outside, I think we was having a cigarette, and he came out. Bronco was alright. I like Pete. Pete was awesome. He's probably, I think he might have I don't know if he's got a Facebook or a YouTube channel, I'm not sure. But he was super, he was really nice. I like Pete. Pete was a big lad. Big man, he was a very big man, big strong man, and he picked me up like I was a piece of paper. he just lost balance. Then I went to the doctors, and that was my first experience of realising that healthcare over here you got to pay out of pocket, because I got a bill for $1,300 just for going in and them doing I think they did an X-ray on me, if I remember rightly, and said, "Oh, you just got really, really bad bruising. You just basically bruised all your arse cheek and the top of your leg and everything else. So there's nothing we can do for you. But here's a bill for $1,300. Thank you very much." It's like, fucking hell. Yeah, and I weren't used to that, because coming from as people like to call it, a socialist country where you had your own national health care. I don't even want to get into that subject. It's not even worth it. It's pointless. It's just leave it alone. Walmart around the corner. No parking allowed there whatsoever. You can tell that. Oh, it's not a Walmart. Oh, it is. No, it is. Yeah, it is. They don't want you in there though, because they got barriers up everywhere to stop you getting in. Yep, you're not allowed in that Walmart. Truck entrance maybe, but that'll be about it. They don't want you anywhere near, and that's fine. They get it. They get it. Things have got really bad just lately. Over the last few years, probably, I don't know, a considerable amount of years it's got worse out here for ignorance and arrogance and total lack of respect for other places. Walmart's never used to really worry too much. They wouldn't get on your back, and then things got out of hand, and now you've obviously got a lot more homeless people and travellers and that as such. Not like our pikey travellers, but you've got travellers, so you know they're parking up in places now, and they don't want that, so it's understand. I'm not against it. I get it. I choose the Walmarts that I know I'm allowed to go to, and I shop there as what I need, and then I move on down the road. I get it. People are like, oh, there's so, you know, it's like, not really. If somebody came to your house and started parking stuff on your yard and just dropping garbage everywhere and bags of human excrement and piss bottles and stuff like that, you wouldn't be too happy about it either. So, you know, and then they weren't spending any money, you know, or helping you to, not even spending money, but they weren't helping you to take care of your property, you'd be asking for them to leave as well. So I can't blame them. I get it. I get it. It's just the signs are normally there everywhere that tells you you're not allowed to park, and sometimes you can call ahead and they'll say yes, and other times they'll say no. I try to find the ones that I know are truck friendly, that'll allow you to park up because they've got a massive place, or they've got a little bit of an area outside of their own area that you can go and shop at. China Mart, I try not to use China Mart all the time. I prefer my little locals. They're way more expensive, I get that. Everybody wants to save money, but your locals need to have some support as well. So I try to choose my locals. I miss Strax at the moment because I'm not in Rennes, and Strax has got my favourite honey and that, and it's just like, I can't get there. It's so annoying. So of course I got used to that. I got used to being in Rensselaer for a period of time, and I'm not worried where I go, but I was used to Rennes, so I got used to shopping at a certain store that had what I classed as quality for myself. Yes, it was more expensive. Yes, I spent more money, but I liked Strax. I liked what they had. Anyway, that was, yeah, we ran across this highway here, 36. When we came out of Colorado, out of Greeley, there was me and Stuart, the Irish lad, Stewie, and he was a Northern Irish lad, and we were running across together, and I think we might have been in Kansas by then. I think we come out of Colorado into Kansas. Anyway, we were climbing a hill, and all of a sudden we fucking my brakes just locked up. Well, I blew a tyre, and when I blew a tyre, I had a little straight truck, 6-wheel rigid, and I blew the tyre. Normally no one ever goes slow. That's so funny. Normally they're flat out. But anyway, I blew a tyre and Stewie was behind me, and I'm like, we was on the CB, and I'm like, dude, she's locked up on me. I got to stop. We got out, and I knocked the red line off to supply the air to the trailer. So we got that fixed and got the tyre off and got down the road as best we could, and then we put a spare, then we put a used, we stopped at a tyre place and got a used tyre put on. So I've never seen a car. That's so funny. We're doing way below the 45, by the way, just so you know. That's why I'm amazed that we're even doing this. Oh, he's crap. Oh, wow. Whoa. Whoa. Why are we stopping? It's just plastic, dude. Shit, I got that Muppet Hirschback up my backside at the moment. It'll come around me in a minute. No, I appreciate him stopping for the little bit of plastic. The gentleman was picking up a pallet. If he'd have just drove over the plastic, it would have snapped. It would have been even better. Hirschback completely screwed himself because he came flying through the construction and then realised that we weren't going anywhere. In Missouri, around about where Hannibal is, just before you get to where you cross the bridge where the water is for Illinois, there, I think it was just before you get into Hannibal, there used to be a scale, and if I remember right, I'm trying to think right back, it's like, what's that, 20 years ago now, so if I remember rightly, there used to be a scale on 36, and it used to be like a 2-lane highway for a section. They eventually widened it all out to 4 lanes, but it never used to be 4 lanes all the way. And we stopped at a truck stop because we were oversized, and someone said we couldn't run through the night with the oversize on and that, so we ended up stopping, and we were talking to these geezers at a truck stop, and then we stayed at a motel, and then we got up the next morning. We went back to work. We had no clue what we were doing. Absolutely zero clue what we were doing. Really, we had no clue. We were just going. We met some really good people as well, and they were like, well, the rest of the boys, they just kept on going because we weren't with the pack. So we ended up catching up with Robbie, and then so across it was me, Robbie, and Stuart running across to Indiana, and then it was me, Robbie and Alice running back. And so 36 has always been a bit of I've had a soft spot for 36 because I ran, that was my first sort of major journey across America was on Highway 36. So we come out of Monte Vista, Colorado, here he comes Mr. Wonderful. We dropped out of Monte Vista and down into Greeley, Colorado on the outskirts of Denver. So that was our first journey going south after we got all the equipment ready. And we went south, is it south or north? No, I think it's north. You're running north up to Denver, if I remember rightly. Damn, that accent's really bad. That accent's absolutely awful. Oh, let Mr. Wonderful get on down the road. It's him and his wife, there's 2 of them together. Both little Teletubbies. But yeah, that was my first experience. So 36 will always have. I will always have a soft spot for 36 because it was my main artery that I run across Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana. And so we came across 36 to where 57, Interstate 57, and then 74, and where I told you where the pilot is, where you run up 63 there, we run up that 63, and that led us up into Remington, and we dodged all the scales. So it was like, when we first come over, it was how it was how we learned to dodge scales. It was like they was like, well, do this, this, and this, and then I'll help you dodge the scales. So I remember when we come across 36 into Missouri. That's a really nice Peterbilt. God damn, that's really nice. That was a nice Peterbilt. That right there was a beautiful looking truck. And I'm sure he's a very nice driver because he was driving nice and slow and not acting like one of the other peckerheads. But we were coming across, me and Stewie, and we came to the Missouri scale there. So you go underneath Interstate 29. I think I don't know. I might have videos of it somewhere. Anyway, you come off Interstate 29, you pick up 36 East, and just as you're coming up the road there, about 4 miles up the road, there's a scale. So me and Stewie were coming up to it, and we were on the, and I said to Stewie, do we have to go in here or not? Because I thought we were exempt with farm. So isn't farm exempt? We don't need no permits on that, we just keep running, right? Because we're farm equipment. He goes, I don't know. I said, are we supposed to go in or not? I said, it's open. Well, this is when we found out that the scale houses have got their channel set to 19 and they're listening to you. So we run in, and the gentleman at the desk, it was so awesome. The gentleman at the desk was laughing as we were crossing the scale. And then I said to Stewie, I don't know if I'm going to quite get through there. I think I'm going to catch his code. And I called his code, and the geezer just was laughing. It was awesome. And he just waved us on. He just told us to keep going. I think we amused him that much. He was like, you're fine, just keep going. You're absolutely a couple of idiots. So, well, one idiot. And then Stewie got through, and he goes, I didn't hit the cone, Pommy. I didn't hit the cone. You're fine. Anyway, we carried on. And then we caught up with Robbie. I can't remember where we met up with Robbie. We met up with him somewhere. We killed him up. And then we... oh, I can't remember what Robbie was driving either. Dang it, I can't. Oh, boy's got a escalator, elevator, escalator. What do you call that? Escalator, elevator, where he can send them up to the roof of the house. There were some good times, man. I look back on them. It's like, it's good memories. I like that. I've had so many good times. I've had so much fun. I sound like a miserable prick most of the time, but I really have had so much fun. Man, I've done some extremely stupid stuff. Done some things I regret, which I wish I'd never done. But you can never turn that around. You just got to accept what you did, move on from it, and learn from it. But oh man, I've had some fun times. Tell me. I think I was like, what was I, 35 when I decided to settle down, and I think up until that point, and I'm happy, by the way. That's not, I gotta be a little careful how I come across, because people misread what you're saying. But I'm just talking about prior to that, like in them 30 plus years, I had so much fun. I had no cares in the world, man, none at all, none. I was well, I class my mum and dad. I mean, they're pretty much the ones that are listening anyway. But anybody else that's listening, my mum and dad, they tell me that I did more than I think I did, but I sometimes think that I was a selfish little prick. But I don't know. I did what I could to enjoy myself. So I didn't like being miserable. I still don't like being miserable. I just sound like I'm miserable at times, or I'm a moaning wanker. I am a moaning wanker. It's just part of the job. For me, it is. Over the years, it gets to the point where you pick out other people's stupidity, but then they pick out yours as well. You just don't recognise it. I can't believe I've caught another car up that don't want to go anywhere. I've got to get off at this exit up here, it's why I'm not passing it. It's like I'm trying to I'm not in a rush because I've got to get off at the 82 up here. And then I hope I can get a parking spot because I might have fucked myself over. I don't think there's a rest area up here. I think this is all I've got. And this road ranger is not big, it's extremely, extremely small. I might be lucky enough to get a parking spot. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, so it should be good. Yeah, it's nearly 2 o'clock. God damn, car. Can you figure out what you want to do? I keep slowing down and you keep slowing down. It's not their fault, they ain't doing anything wrong. They're more entitled to drive along super slow. I didn't want to pass them because I've got to get up at the exit. The road ranger's on the left. Pilot used to own the fuel side of it until Road Ranger and Pilot fell out, and then Road Ranger took it back over. But like I say, this place isn't very big, it's extremely small. So. Oh, yay. Oh man, it's empty. There's one truck in there. That's what I thought. I didn't think it would be full up. I thought it would be empty. It's a hell of a distance though. You've got to go a ways down the road here to get to it. It's not like just off the exit. It's a little bit down. It's not all the way down there, but it is a fair distance down there. Blown away nicely in the background. Anyway, that's some more of my amazing stories. I have so many stories, but the trouble is they're just stories. It doesn't mean anything. Nobody really gives a shit. Like, I like stories. I like it when people tell me stuff. I find it interesting if it's, especially if it's especially if that person's a pretty interesting person as well. It's like, I love listening to people tell me about their, I like listening to people's life history and what they've been up to and that. I enjoy that. It's like how you learn. You know, I talk a lot as well. My biggest problem is that I have to remember, because I'm so OCD and ADD and ADHD and autistic and all the other alphabets of a letter you can put together, of course there's a family Dollar just down the road as well. I sometimes I get carried away and I start talking too much, but if you tell me to shut up, then I'll listen to you. But I do like certain drivers here. It's nice to listen to who they are and what they are and what they get up to. Like Shane Oddball's awesome. It's just he's another cool character, is Oddball. Shane's the one with me that was at Howe, Michigan, when he was turning around and got his front end stuck, and then I walked down the hill and I was chatting to him and he was just making me laugh. He took me out to the Mongolian in Grand Island. We went out for dinner and he took me out and he was just telling me about himself and about his, his escapades and that, and he's just so much fun. I got a lot of time for Oddball, and that's the thing. It's like there's certain people here I got no time for at all. So, and I won't give them any time, not because I don't think they deserve it, just because I'm going to take my steering off. I think I might have messed something up when I was messing with my steering wheel. I don't know, we'll find out. It keeps clicking under there. I think when I move the steering wheel around I might have messed something up. I don't know, we'll find out. I can hear that clicking in there. I don't think that was clicking before. Someone can get in beside me if they really want to. I'm not parking right on the end. Oh, Chief's calling me again. I'll call him back in a minute. He's going to be mad at me because I haven't spoke to him all day. Hang up, Chief. I'll call you in a minute. Irritating little shit. Let's go and my duck fell off my dash. I gotta get my duck. Oh, okay. I can't believe I just did that. I picked the phone up and then I realised that my duck's over there. That's my air freshener. There you go, duck. That's rubber duck, man. That's the original rubber duck. That's right. That's my rubber duck. The original rubber duck. Shut up. I know, I got my lights on. Okay. Part of my tarp is sticking out. Oh, I'm so sore. All the bouncing around knocks crap out of my butt cheeks. This part here was, it's just the wind grabbing it. It's still good enough. It's on there. That's all that matters. There's not much you can do when the wind's blowing like it is, but it's holding. So it's still tight on the tops, and that's all I like. So that's how. And it's not going to be tight there because that's a little coil. So the back's still holding. So that's good enough for me. Nothing's shifted. Chains are still tight. So the coil's under there. Like I said, I got it wrapped anyway, so it can't go anywhere. I'll park here because it's a straight shot, and then I am slightly twisted. Yeah, I am slightly twisted. Huh. That's a repair job. I got a little cut up there, right up there. That little one, so I put plastic under it. The rest of them are holding though. She's doing alright considering the wind's been beating the snot out of it. Let's go and have a look at my, see how low my water is. And what my oil looks like. Too bad. It's there. I don't think it's come any further. I might put my coveralls on in a minute and have a look and see if it's any worse than it already was. It might be okay. I think I'm going to put my coveralls on and have a look. Get underneath there and have a look and check it. See where I'm at. See how much coolant I've lost. See, I'm down. I can't find where it's leaking. I mean, I can see where it's been leaking. It's there and everywhere. I just don't understand where it's going. I don't know where it's actually going. I can't see where it's going. I think it's just dripping straight down. But I can't see no wet spots anywhere, see? So there's nothing here that's wet that I can see. So I'm going to put my coveralls on, get underneath and have a look and see. Find out. I swear it's the fucking water pump though. Because I've lost that much coolant, and in the morning I'm probably going to have to top it off. I've been trying not to, but I'm probably going to have to put coolant in it. So I'll get underneath and have a look. She sent me a text message. He said something. What did he say? He said, "What is your problem, crybaby?" Oh my gosh, what is your problem, crybaby? Oh my gosh. Oh, he's worse than having a fucking wife. Seriously, he's worse than having a wife. Wives are awesome. He's worse than that. So here's my pizza. So they charge $7.50 for 2 slices, but they only charge $15 for $15 for one whole pizza. All right, I'll show you. I told you my screen's all smashed. Look, my screen's destroyed. So history. I gotta find the lady first. I don't want to. I'll find the channel and then I'll show it to you. Here she is. Oh, shut up. Okay, this one here, this channel here, this channel, she has, okay, so let's see. She says, "Hi, I'm Vanessa. I've been grooming pets professionally for 11 years. This YouTube channel was created to show the good, the bad and the fluffy sides of pet grooming. New videos posted Wednesdays, Saturdays or Sundays at 11 AM or 12 PM Eastern Standard Time." She's from Canada, and so I don't know, it's not Canada. It's not going to pick it up properly, is it? Canada. That, and I don't have my glasses on. Okay, put my glasses on. I can see better then. Okay, there we go. It's still trying to show it as Canada. And anyway, she's had 736,323,638 views. She's awesome. She is actually. So yeah, that's that. If you're interested, girl with two. Oh wow. So anyway, if you're interested, go to her main page. There you go. And I only got her the other day. She just popped up. So her about, we've already done that. Channels. Oh, that's the other channels that she subscribed to, I assume. That's her community. Yep. Girl with the dogs too. Oh, it's her sister channel. So welcome to the sister channel of the original Girl with the Dogs. We are so happy to have you here. At this channel you can find full-length grooming videos and enjoy a more personal experience of pets being pampered. Anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out. Oh my god, I can't believe I said that. Oh, it sounds, that's, you don't want to go there. Let's not do that. Anyway, I just wanted to give a shout out. Oh my gosh, that sounds so bad. I just wanted to give a shout out, man. Anyway, I just want to let you know that she's pretty funny and she's good and it's awesome. And I like the fact that she's a Canada. She's a Canada. She's from that place up there. She's from Canuckland. All right, I'm gonna sort myself out and get my shit together. And yeah, do whatever it is I got to do. Look at my lovely suntan coming through. Look, oh, my beautiful hair and my lovely suntan. Yes, I know I'm an asshole. I am a prick face, as Jennifer would say. You're a prick face. All right, I love you. To everybody else, I love you too. I'll catch up later. I love you. Later.